everybody, and welcome to another video from the Urge Artifacts. Today what we're going to be doing is another video on my new YouTube studio / collectibles room. Now previously I had done a collectibles room tour of basically the living room and den of my house where I filmed my videos, but I recently moved and now I have a room dedicated just to YouTube and just to my personal effects. Now I'm going to show you in this video how the room started and where it ends up. So there's a couple different layers when I moved into this house. And then also we'll take a look at some of the collectibles I have on display and some history and details about those items. Some of the things that you've probably seen before if you watch my videos, but some of the things will be different. So let's take a look and go through this. So first thing right here you'll see is I have this table that I had in my previous house, in my previous YouTube. This is the surface that I do my unboxings on. It's kind of a medieval feel, this dark wood and everything. I really love this table. It can also double as a dining room. Over in this corner of the room, we have some things that have been on display before. You're going to notice first these wall panels of these maps. I really like the look of this, and I think it's just like really nice for a study. And you'll also notice in this room that I did paint the walls black. Previously in my other house I had these black walls, and I wanted at least my studio in the new house to have black walls. And it really contrasts good with this map with the black and the tan. Right below that, we have the Black Pearl replica ship. I did a video on this in the past. One of my favorite movie series. Love Captain Jack Sparrow, and I love this replica ship. Right below here, we have a nice mahogany end table, and you're gonna see this lion motif I have a lot through furniture in my house, and definitely a lot in the furniture in this room. And then coming over into this corner, and this corner has like this little throne chair, which is this Beardsley leather lion chair that's from Design Toscano. It kind of goes with the end table. You can see those on their website. This is kind of like a little sitting corner. I also have a little light there so I can read a book, and it does have a nice little zen when you are reading in here. I did try it the other day. And then finally in this corner we have the self-made man picture that I got a while back, and it's just kind of an inspirational photo of kind of like building your destiny or forging yourself. So it shows a lot of strength and things like that, and it just has meaning to me. All right, so coming over here to the dominant piece of art in the room. Now this is something I did have in my bedroom in my other house, but it was probably never featured on any videos. This is a canvas heart, obviously depicting angels and demons. It can be flipped upside down. And a little trivia, do you know what movie this picture is from? 3, 2, 1. It's from the movie Batman vs. Superman with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. So if you knew that, good eye. I actually always loved that piece of art and the plot that it has with Lex Luthor in the movie. And I just searched online and I found this giant picture of it. And once again, goes really good against the black walls. And I just thought it was just a really good art piece. And also a fun fact is that that painting was actually made just for the movie. So this is based off maybe some real classical art images, but it's just from the movie. So you have the side of the light, the side of the dark. We'll just say I've never turned it the other way just yet, and I hope I never have to. All right, so this corner of the room is very lion themed, okay? I love lions, powerful, classic king of the jungle animal. And there's a couple different things here. So first in the display case, and this is a video that I've shown on my channel, and this is the lion claw from Thundercats. This is a great sculpt that an artist on Instagram, Jason Todd Parnell, made. It's really, really nice, really detailed. If you want to see that more, you can check out that video on the channel. It also has the Sword of Omens in dagger form. Now in the back over here, it might be a little harder to see, but this is old picture called Killing the Nemean Lion. It's actually a picture of Hercules and him fighting the lion, so very mythology based. This was a picture that my mom used to always have hanging up in the house growing up, and I always loved it, and then she passed it on to me. So special meaning over there with the lion and mom. And then also up here is this sculpt, okay, and I don't know the details of it. I'd like to find out more, so please help me if you know a little bit more about this piece. But this is just kind of like a Roman or Greek chest armor with a bunch of different weapons and then this lion crest at the top. I actually got this in a antique shop that was called the Golden Lion Antique Shop, and this was something that he had behind the shelf, and it took me 3 different times over the period of 5 years to get the gentleman to sell it to me. He offered it, and then he took it back, and then he offered it again. And I was so happy when he called me up and said, "Hey, you're real passionate about this piece. I'd love for you to have it because I'm selling it now." So it fits awesome in the room, and it's just a badass piece. So really like that. All right, and then looking down, we have the classic globe bar. Every den or study needs to have one of these guys. There is nothing in there because I have not set up any drinks or anything in there, and I don't really drink that much. It's an Italian globe bar. You can find these all over the internet and everything, but it's a nice quality one. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of the zodiac signs around the outside, which is pretty Now neat. We come to one of the centerpieces, one of my most prized collections in this room. This is the complete Horus Heresy from Games Workshop and Warhammer. I've read every one of these books besides like a couple right here. I actually got the new Eidolon book that I just got in the mail. I have multiple videos on the Horus Heresy, and if you want to see more about that, you can go watch those videos. But probably my favorite collection of books all time. Definitely the ones that I spent the most time and money on. As you can see, there's all the limited editions on here too. But just a nice classic centerpiece of my collection, and I also film a lot of videos with the Horus Heresy, so stay tuned for more of those. Now moving on to this corner of the room, I have this nice little bookcase stand. I always keep the Book of Knights on the book stand, and sometimes I'll just come over and peruse a page or two, make sure my chivalry is intact. Down here there's just a bunch of random collectibles like a Megalodon tooth, for example. I also have my Lord of the Rings books down there because that's kind of what inspired it all, and I just did a recent video on those. And then at the bottom you have some random history books, Egypt, mythology, the Holy Bible, Dungeons and Dragons, so very big mix of things right there. And then up here on the wall, this is family name history. I actually got this from Epcot and Disney World. If you go back into England, they have these family histories, and you can buy the frame and everything, and it shows the color. This is my dad's side of the family, which are Polish. Then on this display right here, we got just some other pieces of art. We have the T-Rex skull, which I'm a huge dinosaurs fan, and I love fossils and everything like that. Like many kids, I wanted to be a paleontologist when I grew up. But we have the good old T-Rex skull, the 1/6 side T-Rex skull, not to be confused with the 1-to-1 T-Rex skull that I eventually plan on getting. Couple pieces of art, St. George slaying the dragon, Alexander the Great. I did videos on them in the past. And then down here is glassware used for actually drinking, and then some nice glassware / steins and stuff that's more collectibles. And then finally, we have the mascot of the Urge Artifacts, the Black Throne. This has the lion heads on it as well. The Infinity Gauntlet, which was actually my first video that got me started like even thinking about this channel, and so I got the gauntlet, and that's my first video. You can go back and look at that. It's a lot more rough around the edges, but it was my first time. But this is definitely maybe my top collectible in the whole thing. My trusty knight over here, which is also from Design Toscano. And then this is where I sit to film the intros and the outros of my videos, as well as when I'm doing some unboxings on the table in front of me. All right, everybody, thank you all for watching on that little tour of my new studio in my new house. As always, stay tuned for upcoming videos. Keep on collecting, keep on having fun, and have a great day.